reaction, the aldehyde which are lack of alpha hydrogens, they react each other in presence of concentrated sodium hydroxide, where one of the half is converted to is oxidized to carboxylic acid, and one of the half is reduced to alcohol. This reaction is known as Kenny-Zarose reaction, which is exactly opposite of your aldol condensation, where in case of aldol condensation, we got alpha hydrogens, the aldehyde containing alpha hydrogens, whereas in this case, the aldehyde which does not contain alpha hydrogen will undergo this reaction. Clear? That is what the difference between Kenny-Zarose reaction and aldol condensation. I'll just repeat it once again. The definition: the aldehydes which are not having alpha hydrogens will condense each other in presence of a concentrated sodium hydroxide, where one molecule is oxidized to carboxylic acid and another molecule is reduced to alcohol. This reaction is known as Kenny-Zarose reaction, wherein the alpha hydrogens does not contain any alpha hydrogens. So like for example, if I take formaldehyde, that is 2 molecules of formaldehyde reacts in presence of a base sodium hydroxide, it forms the carboxylate ion and a carboxylic group, and it forms an alcohol. One molecule is oxidized to carboxylic acid and another molecule is reduced to alcohol. So these 2 products are formed in this, wherein methanol and sodium carboxylate ion is formed from this reaction between 2 molecules of aldehyde in presence of a sodium hydroxide. Coming to the mechanism part of this. In mechanism, where the first one molecule we use, I'll just write this aldehyde CHO as in this fashion. And from this NaOH, this NaOH splits up into Na plus and OH minus. I'll just not write that skip. I'll skip that particular step. We'll just write OH, which comes from NaOH. This nucleophile is going to attack carbonyl carbon, because this carbon is double bonded with oxygen, where this oxygen always trying to pull the bond electron towards itself and thus creating delta minus delta plus over carbon. And this delta plus over carbon and the minus sign of the nucleophile, there is attraction. Simple acid-base reaction takes place. This OH attacks carbonyl carbon. So when it attacks carbonyl carbon, the pi bond electron will move towards oxygen. Pi bond electron will move towards oxygen to form an oxide ion. This particular oxide ion is unstable. It wants to stabilize. So it reacts in the next step with one more molecule of aldehyde what we are using. So here in this particular step, second step, the same thing I will write whatever it is formed here in step 1. So it reacts with one more molecule of aldehyde. One more molecule of aldehyde is going to react in this. Once again in this, same thing, delta minus, delta plus, because of the attraction of the electron towards that oxygen, electronegative atom. So this in this second step, what happens is this particular oxide ion wants to stabilize. So this pi bond this minus pair of electron will try to form a double bond between once again to the same carbon with this, and thus it eliminates hydrogen as hydride ion. Hydrogen comes out with the bond electrons, taking bond electrons, and comes out as hydride ion, and this hydride ion is going to attack a carbonyl carbon. That is a hydride shift. This is called as hydride shift. Hydrogen taking bond electrons, leaving behind carbon, the carbon, and thus when it comes out as hydride ion, H with the 2 electrons, that is H minus hydride ion, that nucleophile is going to attack this particular nucleophilic this carbonyl carbon because of the deficiency of electron, because of the create this delta plus and delta minus and delta plus is formed. This all happens when that particular oxide ion which is formed in step 1 wants to stabilize itself. So to stabilize itself, what it does is the pair of electron will try to form a double bond between oxygen and carbon. When it tries to form a double bond between oxygen and carbon, so the carbon, it was tetravalent, one more pi bond is coming, one more pi electrons are trying to form a double bond. So fifth bond is formation takes place. So that carbon wants to eliminate one particular atom or a group. So when it wants to eliminate one atom or a group, so here this carbon eliminates this hydrogen as hydride ion. This eliminates hydrogen as hydride ion, and that's why this particular step is called as hydride shift. So this hydrogen comes out with a bond electron as hydride ion, attacks carbonyl carbon of the second molecule. Thus, what is formed is hydride shift takes place. So this is what it happens. So here the oxide ion wants to stabilize itself. So that pair of electron will try to form a double bond between carbon and oxygen. And when they are trying to form this, the hydrogen comes out as hydride ion. That hydride ion attacks carbonyl carbon of the one more molecule of aldehyde, what you used, where that when it tries to form bond between hydride ion and a carbonyl carbon, the pi bond electron will try to move towards oxygen to form oxide ion. This oxide ion is once again generated in the second step. Clear? So in the third step, it wants to stabilize, where that particular oxide ion which is there wants to stabilize itself. So actually it is not a third step, it is same in this here only, where can look at here, this is a carbonyl carboxylic acid group, C double bond OH is there. So this always try to donate hydrogen as proton. So this comes out as proton, and this proton is stabilizing this. And earlier, when this NaOH is split into Na plus and OH minus, that OH minus is utilized here, Na plus is remaining in the reaction. So this undergo reaction with Na plus. And the OH will shift from here to here. Thus, ultimately, what is formed is sodium salt of carboxylate ion plus this stabilizes this oxide ion to form OH. So CS3, C attached with 3 hydrogens, CS3, and O minus is converted to OH. So this is what it is formed. The sodium ion will react with this carboxylate ion to form sodium salt of carboxylate, and the hydrogen which is coming out as H plus, that is proton, is going to stabilize this oxide ion to form OH hydroxy group. That's how this carboxylate ion and alcohol are generated in this particular reaction. Clear? I'll just summarize this once again. So this particular Kenny-Zarose reaction, here the 2 moles of aldehyde reacts in presence of a concentrated base, that is sodium hydroxide. They condense each other, and where one molecule is converted to is oxidized to carboxylic acid, and one molecule is reduced to alcohol. So sodium salt of carboxylate ion and methanol are generated. This reaction is known as Kenny-Zarose reaction. And here the aldehyde what we are using, they does not contain any alpha hydrogens. Whereas in case of your aldol condensation, they contain alpha hydrogens. Here they does not contain alpha hydrogens. Those aldehydes will undergo this particular reaction. And one more point here I wanted to tell you is the ketones cannot undergo this particular Kenny-Zarose reaction. Only aldehyde will undergo Kenny-Zarose reaction. When that is true, they does not contain any alpha hydrogens. Coming to mechanism, in this particular mechanism, where the nucleophile which is generated from this NaOH is going to attack carbonyl carbon. So when it attacks this carbonyl carbon, the pi bond electrons will move towards oxygen to generate oxide ion. This oxide ion is further stabilizes by shifting hydrogen as a hydride ion, and this is called as hydride shift mechanism, where this hydride ion is going to attack carbonyl carbon of the one more molecule of aldehyde, the second molecule of aldehyde, and this all happens when that oxide ion wants to stabilize. The pair of electrons from this oxygen oxide ion will try to form a double bond between oxygen and carbon. So when it forms this, the carbon is becoming pentavalent, so it wants to convert to tetravalent only. So this liberates hydrogen as hydride ion. This hydride ion, when it comes out from carbon taking bond electron, will try to form a bond with carbonyl carbon of the one more molecule, carbonyl carbon of the one more molecule, and when it tries to form a bond here, the pi bond electron will move towards oxygen once again to form an oxide ion. So ultimately what is formed when this goes out, and when this forms double bond, it forms carboxylic acid group, and this oxide ion is formed. This oxide ion is formed. This oxide ion wants to stabilize once again, and this carboxylate ion which is formed here, it always try to donate hydrogen as a proton because it is a carboxylic acid group. So this always try to donate hydrogen as a proton. This hydrogen which comes out as a proton will try to stabilize this O minus, that is oxide ion. Thus when it attacks this and stabilizes this, it forms a hydroxy group, and this is a carboxylate. O minus is formed. This is stabilized by Na plus, which comes in the first step, where by splitting NaOH, Na plus and OH minus, that Na plus is going to stabilize this carboxylate ion. That's how it is sodium salt of carboxylate is formed, and methanol is formed. So these are acid and alcohol are generated from this particular reaction. Here, I'll just quickly move to cross Kenny-Zarose reaction.